there's something I wanted to tell you guys that you probably don't hear all the time. We live in a society where everything's a label. Whether you want to believe it or not, labels are always being created. People are always having titles to things that exist in their lives and many of things that don't exist in their lives. Then there's molds. You got to fit a mold because there is no such thing as other. So there's got to be something that you got to fit into. But I don't know why society has now all of a sudden turned all of the men into walking zombie emotionless terminators. And I know some of you guys are like, what are you talking about? I noticed that here it's becoming a trend, and it's been a trend for years now, that it's kind of like it's more acceptable for a guy to be angry, to be full of rage, and not to really use words to learn how to articulate. He could articulate everything he wants all day long, just as long as it's not about his actual personal thoughts and feelings. And ladies, I can say some of us have kind of became like the patrol, the officer, police in charge, that we kind of make sure they stay in the mold, in the bracket of all of that dumb stuff. Like, we expect them to go out there, provide a lifestyle for us and everything, but they're not allowed to really tell you how they really think, how they really feel. So now that this person is walking around, he doesn't even know who he is. And when the time comes and he explodes, because every guy or every woman or man does explode when they get to that point, it's kind of like, whoa, what happened? What's up with all this rage? All the rage is because we're now trying to condition guys to be emotionless zombies, to always feel like they're like cavemen. They gotta be conditioned to always want the best of the best. And once they have it, not to realize they have it, no, but to go out there and go get something out, go out and continue searching until they lose what they were unaware of having, that they already had, but lost that, to then now go chase something that they thought they didn't have, only to find that they had it all along. So now that they realize they had it all along, now that is up and gone. Now they want to chase something else to try to replace what they found, which is going to continue being an endless cycle. But the worst part is they don't even know themselves, because we live in a society where being a man isn't really being a man. If you really take a good look at it, a real man learns from his mistakes. A real man grows from his mistakes. And little boy and girl in all of us, that's true. That's why we're petty sometimes. That's why we do things that's so, childish at times to one another. But the reality is, the difference of a girl into a woman and a boy into a man is that you evolve and grow into becoming better. Babies don't just stay doing goo goo gaga their whole life. They grow and evolve and challenge to become better. You don't want to become that gorgeous looking box and you open it and it's just empty. It's like going for Christmas. You have all these gifts sitting under the tree, all beautifully wrapped, all shapes and sizes. You open it and it's empty. And the worst part is, a lot of you guys are unaware that the box is empty. Everyone is so conditioned to want to be and fit into all these ridiculous things, which isn't not saying that it's a bad thing, but it's within moderation. But not everything has to be sprinkled throughout all aspects of your life. Yes, if I want to, I can have blue, green, gray, orange, purple, whatever color eyes I want, because I could do that if I want. If I want to have white hair, blonde hair, whatever, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with wanting to implement things into your looks, but it's getting to a point that not everybody's implementing so much into their looks that they forgot to implement stuff into themselves. The worst thing is being a girl that every guy wants, because everybody wants the best of the best. That's true. But the worst thing is to be the best of the best, and every guy thinks, whoa, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're amazing. And then the difference that makes the boy and a man is that a man, when he opens the box, he wants to see something in there. He wants to see some substance. He wants to see that that woman next to me, yeah, she got some girl in her, but she's nothing to play with. When I'm down, she has enough strength for the both of us, all of us. And when she's down, I have the strength for the both of us. This is the kind of woman that I know not only would I breed and have children with, and have these children have my last name, this woman is going to not only implement all the strengths that she has within her, but with mine's included, is unstoppable. The world better watch out. And that's how you're supposed to pick your mate. But the worst part is you're never going to know that, because you are conditioned to a way where you're taught to love yourself in a superficial way. Have you ever found yourself loving the person you're with more and doing more for that person than you do for yourself? Yeah, that's love, but not really though. You're supposed to love yourself first, find value in yourself, build character and things that you would love to see in a partner, things that you want your partner to have. You should already possess them. So that way, if they don't have them, guess what? They're going to rise to the occasion, especially if they're meant for you. But they can't rise to the occasion if there's no standard. And the standards are superficial. The standards ain't even real. We're going to always be living in this stupid world of Matrix. And that's sad. So the difference between a girl is that, yes, you're beautiful. You're a diamond in the rough. You're a ruby. But guess what? I can get a cubic zirconia. Not all diamonds are real. They advertise them like that, but not all of them are real. So to be able to get that quality man, that jeweler that can tell the difference, you don't want to be just that gorgeous rock on jewelry, and then, you know, with the jeweler taking that real look, you're nothing but a cubic zirconia. That's not good. You want to be the kind of woman that not only is beautiful on the outside, I'm talking about drop dead gorgeous. Yeah, you want to implement things that you see out there, but you want to be that kind of woman that in conversation you can roll with the best of them, but in a way that's so eloquently made that they feel like they're listening to classical music. That is what the difference between a girl and a woman. And the difference between a boy and a man is, a man, when he opens that box, he knows when he found a good thing. And at the end of the day, he's not going to entertain, waste time, or even play games as to have fake relationships with empty boxes. He wants that kind of woman that when he stands next to that woman, that is, next to him is a storm. She may look gorgeous, she may be able to put her hair up, wear contacts, wear weaves, wear fake nails or whatever, but let me tell you something, underneath all of that, material of that person is beyond a price that he can never pay, but he pays with it through the way he treats you, through the way he appreciates you, and vice versa. And see, that's where we need to get to. Once you start to learn the value of yourself, to start appreciating yourself, loving everything about yourself, and implementing things and characteristics and things that you would love to see in someone else, but you make sure you possess it so that it can be mimicked back to you if it's meant for you, and learning and seeing what is not meant for you isn't meant for you, and learning to drop it, that, my friend, is when you know and realize you have found a good thing. And that is something that you can not only just implement in relationships, but you can implement that through your whole entire life. It's about time we wake up and start being real with ourselves. You say you want to be loved or appreciated or whatever. Everybody's searching for something. But the worst part is searching for something and not knowing who the hell you are. Because guess what? Everything you're throwing in the cart isn't for you. Everything that's on sale, as convenient as it may be, isn't for you. Have you ever put on something or somebody gifted you something that you were like, man, that is so nice, but that would have, you know, because we both know the same person, that's more their thing than mine. A lot of us are rocking things that isn't ours. And it's about time we start to learn to educate ourselves, to love ourselves. God created the human man. There ain't nothing above a man, other than God, of course. But you guys are literally the king of the jungle. But you guys have literally dropped, not all of you, but some of you have dropped your value, all of it, and just gave in to becoming in the part of the instant gratification of life. If it don't work for you, I don't have to work for it. I don't have to work for anything. I want everything now. But you can never learn to appreciate anything and learn the difference between a fake or a real until you've actually worked for it. A jeweler didn't by chance say, oh, I know the difference between a jeweler. He had to learn to know the difference. To know when he sees a real ruby, a diamond, a real pearl. Like, there's several varieties of jewelry out there. Gold, silver. Nothing that comes easy is worth keeping, I'm telling you. So this is something that not only I'm going to share starting my new season of the Get Inside Me show in January, but I'm going to start sharing more of it, of course, on my YouTube channel. Because I'm in a whole different ball game. Is there anything wrong with you wanting to become better, stronger than what you are, and implementing all of those things? No. We're human beings. We're meant to evolve. But there's a reason why when God created man, out of all the billions of amazing things that all of you guys have to offer, he took just one piece. And it wasn't just something, it was, yes, just one rib. But that rib had to represent something great, especially if the creator just had to take one fragment of a rib to say, I'm going to create a woman from you. Get in tune, grow up, become what you were actually created to be. Stop playing these dumb games of rolling around dumb circumstances, dumb women, dumb people, and women the same thing. All of us are valuable, but when you start to get in tune into finding out who you are, what you are, and learning to love and appreciate all the things about yourself, and then you start adding on to that, and you have somebody just as equal or better than you, you guys are walking, you guys will definitely be a target. That is a relationship I want. That's the relationship you should want too. Not only for yourself, but definitely for the person you want to have. Skip a soulmate. I want a rib mate. What about you? Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do. Also check out the Get Inside Me show page, both on Instagram and Facebook. And like I always say, when life gives you lemons, make a strong lemon margarita. See you guys next time.